We've got 2 more acts in this first bracket, and then you're allowed to go to the toilet. So please, would you welcome... Ooh, she's fantastic.
I was surrounded by Met Police today. They said, validate the ticket. So I said, you're a very good ticket. You're a very nice ticket. Everybody likes you. My ticket doesn't even work properly. Don't worry about it. You're okay. You know, I turned 40 last year. I turned 40. And everywhere I went, there was these round, flashing speed limit signs saying 40, 40, 40, 40. So all right, I get it. If the speed limit goes up to 41 this year, I know I'm very special. And approaching 30, I'm moisturising like crazy. But approaching 40, that's like painting your house when the foundations are slipping. It's pointless. So I flew home for my birthday, and the man sitting in the emergency exit of the plane was making me feel really nervous. As the air hostess was explaining what he needed to do in the time of a crisis, he clearly wasn't following. I was thinking, oh no, mate, my last thoughts are going to be this fuckwit can't open the door. And the reason that this man didn't instill me with any confidence at all is he was wearing one of those t-shirts with the sexy model on the front. And I always feel like the wearers of those t-shirts must be chronic masturbators. They can't afford a magazine. And if the urge takes them, they have to have the female form very, very close so they can duck away and say, I love you, baby, I know you love me too. I just wonder if at night they turn that t-shirt inside out so they can be really close to the girl they love. You know, I really need to change jobs. I really need to change. I got my blood tested the other day and I'm type O negative. I wonder if I was type A positive when I started. And I know I have to change, but it's the interviews that get me. It's the interviews. I'm really bad at interviews. So I've read up. And they say, be confident. So I march in and I say, I'm a very confident person. And then the next line's, be honest. I know I'm not. I'm not a confident person. I don't even like confident people. I think they're cockheads. You know, the people that get around and say, I know where I'm going in life. It's bullshit. You don't. And people that say, I'm comfortable in my own skin. Fuck off. I'm not. Too much ice. Ants. But I'm trying to be good. I'm going to yoga. I'm seeking enlightenment. But I know I have a long way to go. Unless the correct response to Namaste actually is go fuck yourself. I know I've got a really long way to go. Got a really long way to go. A really, really long way to go. I've always been a little bit of a thrill seeker, you know. When I was a kid, Mum would say, go play in the yard, and I just go and sit on a sprinkler. I mean, it was good and everything, it was nice. It's just in retrospect, I wish Mum put that sprinkler in the backyard. I mean, she does now, but, you know, back then. And it bothers me, you know, the whole hoo-ha about the word cunt. You know, I like it. It's a fine cuss word. It's effective and it's cutting. And if you're a dick, well, you're just a bit stupid. And if you're a prick, you're just nasty. And if you're a knob, we're just a little bit stupider than dick. But cunt, for some reason, that word really fits. And the euphemism for the word cunt is C-bomb. Like a bomb is less offensive than this. I've had one all my life. I've never taken anyone out with it. And now they tell me it's explosive. And I'm all about empowerment. I really am. I support I support White Ribbon, and I want to raise awareness about domestic violence. It's just how I support White Ribbon. I do want to raise awareness about domestic violence. It's just that ribbon's way too small. I mean, how are you supposed to? How is a piece of material this big? How the fuck are you supposed to bind and gag someone with a piece of material this big? I mean, perhaps if it was elasticized, you could flick it. Or the wristband. I mean, how does that help? Unless you maybe like stretch it over the head and the wrist and say, yeah, come on, take a shot. Or perhaps you could slip it up over the ankles and say, come on, Twinkle Toes, have a shot. Yeah, I've been Sofie Prince. Yeah.
Now, we've got one more act in this bracket, then we're going to take about a 15, 20, 30, hour and a half? Yeah. Come back tomorrow, we'll just start this. Enough time to get, halfway through your drink, then realize to come back in again. So not enough for anything useful.